Day 15 of Advent. Let's see what Friends has for us today. It's down here on the left, and we open up the door and we've got ourselves a fireplace with a pizza or a cookie on a little plate. So here we go. Day 15 on Marvel. Over here on the right, we have a thingy. Some sort of, I don't know enough about Marvel to know what this is, but we'll look it up and find out. Okay, our friend's build is this fireplace. Let's open up the bag. All right. Now here, I talked before about cookies. Well, here we have cookies with little paw prints on them. So I suppose that would be a dog biscuit that we're making. All right. So we'll put our profile bricks here. It's kind of a little puzzle they give you to figure out which way to orient them. If you look very carefully though, you can tell here obviously you can see that the vertical grooves are on the left, and logically they should be on the right. And looking at the portion of this brick that they give us to see, you don't see any vertical lines, but it's kind of a near thing. If this was oriented the other way, you might just see the bottom of the left one. Anyway, but obviously you want them pointing to the outsides. And then we're going to have something bridging across the back. And we're going to have two little flame pieces, which will be these cheese slopes in trans orange. Interestingly, they're not giving us any surplus of those. We had that earlier with a with a cheese slope where they didn't give us an extra one. Traditionally, we've always gotten extra cheese slopes, haven't we? Or am I misremembering? Maybe I'm misremembering. Anyway, so yeah, so we've got a fire down below, and then we've got an oven space up above. So it's not just a fireplace, but rather a baking oven, like you might use to bake a wood-fired pizza. Or in this case, a wood-fired dog biscuit. And there's the only extra piece we have is an extra biscuit. Alright, this is an arc reactor, which is of course, I believe, the Iron Man power source thingy. Anyway, arc reactor. Okay. Been a while since I've seen any of the Marvel movies, if I'm honest with you. I'm just in it for the parts. Anyway, so yeah, so we got ourselves. Now they again show us building this in two sections and then putting it together, but I'm just gonna build it all in one section because that's just how I prefer to do it. So we got these four little clips, and then we've got this round jumper plate and a little transparent brick on the top. And that is our arc reactor. So now I will take these parts and try to come up with some sort of original model using some of these parts and the other parts that we've gotten so far. Wish me luck. Okay, after much fussing around, I've come up with something, and it is the helicopter. And I've got Okoye at the controls, and the rotor blades do spin. The rear one doesn't spin as freely, but it does spin. I do have both of the helicopter sticks. So there's the collective, which is this knob on the left side that you hold with your left hand. Unfortunately, she can't reach it, but oh well, at least it's there. And then there's the cyclic, which is in the middle. The collective is what gives you the up and down motion, and then the cyclic is what gives you the shifting it to the right or left or forward or back. And so by moving that stick in those 4 directions, you can control the direction of the helicopter, and by moving this one up and down, you control the altitude, just straight up and down. And then additionally, you've got feet controls, which control the speed of this, and I don't actually have those modeled in there, but there's 2 studs on the floor, and we're going to pretend those are the rudder controls. And yeah, and then there's also a throttle control somewhere that lets them control the amount of energy that the engine delivers. I've got the exhaust here for the engine. I'm not much of a helicopter expert, but I know that you have to hold one in one hand and one in the other hand, and also use both of your feet at the same time to control the rudder, and it is a crazy thing that anyone ever gets one of those things off the ground and keeps it under control. So yeah, helicopter. There we go. And that is my 15th day model. So 10 more days to Christmas. Are you ready to go? Tune in tomorrow and see what I come up with next. Actually, I'm going to have to do day 16 today as well, so tune in later today because I need to get caught up. If you like what I'm doing, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to keep seeing more of it, click the bell icon to get the notifications.